You're kicking it with G on your favorite station.
The perfect station.
92 KELZ, the only station with new music, new artists, new sound.
Hey, we back in this thing, man. It's another week we in here, man. You kicking it with your boy G Casa on 92 KELZ. We made it back another week. It's still hot. We still melting down here in Texas, but it's all good though. But today we got a special guest in the building. We have Miss K-Nate, Lady K, Lady Nate, Miss K, all of them in the building.
All that. That is me. K-Nate is the preferred name. but Lady Nate is the Instagram. So the other ones, they kind of just put them all together. So
It's all good.
I'm K.
But how you doing today?
I'm great. Thanks for having me this week.
But I'm glad you can come out. I'm glad you can make it.
Indeed. Looking forward to it.
Glad you can pencil us in your busy schedule.
Hey, as long as I know a day and time, that's all I operate on. Like I know I'm supposed to be somewhere at 2 o'clock on Thursday. I'll figure it out when Thursday get here.
But for the people, let's just hop right into it. For the people who don't know you, who is K-Nate?
K-Nate, I consider myself an advocate for independent artists because that's my main focus. I focus on artist development, artist management, making sure artists are doing what they're supposed to do, and that's how the movement evolved, the HTOWN Trafficking Tour. Just getting artists, a lot of things they talked about was, man, I want to do more shows. Man, I want to travel. Man, I don't have the money to do this, the money to do that. So through the tour, what we provide is those travel platforms. Mm-hmm. So I just enjoy creating, putting the shows together, creating the atmosphere, building those bridges, like those gaps, just killing those gaps, like just eliminating the gaps that they have issues with. Okay, now that you have the platform, are you going to use it? So part 2 comes into play. Okay. But I just like being able to create those platforms and give those opportunities, and that's my main focus.
So before we come to this creative person who is creating all of these platforms, who is the person behind the business?
Okay. Kalor is my name. Start there. A lot of people put a Y in it, but there's no Y. It's 5 letters. But Kalor, I'm a mom. I have 3 kids, which most people are like, where are 3 kids at? Mm-hmm. But I do have 3 kids. I'm a cheerleader, so I'm active at home. I take care of my mom as well. So I'm very family-oriented person. Yeah. I'm very, very family-oriented. Family is first and foremost in everything that I do. And that's how I have the ability to travel, because I take care of them. They take care of me and my kids. So I'm like, all right, I'm on the road, because I also have toddlers. So they're like, what? And so by utilizing like my mom, my stepdad, my siblings, it's 5 of us. Mm-hmm. So I have a nice big family. So if one of them can't do it, another one going to do it.
So where are you originally from?
I'm Houston. My family is primarily based in Ostudiowood. We lived on the south side. Lived on the north side. Majority of my latter part, we moved to the north side. I pretty much grew up in Hiram-Clark area. Mm-hmm. And then senior year, we moved back to the north. And so Acres Home is pretty much where we are.
And how did you come about getting into entertainment?
I've always loved music. So I've always had a passion for music. And I had a few opportunities. I did the whole club promotions thing. And through those efforts and everything, people kind of reached out to me to do other projects. That's how I got into radio, because I love music. So I was like, okay, that's fine. And I'm always willing to try things. So I tried this, got into radio, and that's how I got a chance to really talk to artists directly and get to know them. And I started supporting their events and getting their feedback about different things. And it just evolved into fashion as well. My sister, she did modeling, things like that. And I just happened to be at a gig with her, and they're like, why aren't you rocking? And I was just like, I'm just here to support her. So we actually started a project called FIMES, which is Fashion and Rhymes. And that combined the music and the fashion. So she's able to do what she does. I'm able to do what I do. And Kay and Lola evolved. And now we're at Soaring High Entertainment. And there's no limit.
So before the entertainment, like, what was your dream as a child to become? Like, who did you say you was going to be when you was growing up?
Oh, that changed when my first year in college. Well, actually, before I graduated high school, I was all my life I wanted to be like Matlock. I wanted to be a lawyer. You know, that was just my vision, a lawyer. But I don't like history that much. So when I went to the high school for law enforcement, which gave me a preface on what I'd be doing, and I was like, oh no, So then I went into engineering because I love math and numbers. So I was pursuing engineering, and then I just ventured off. We'll just leave it at that.
She said, I just...
And then I just evolved into this since 2013 is when I really started more on the stages and meeting more people. As I was like I said, I've been surrounded by music always.
So radio was the first thing that you really kind of did that kind of got your feet wet before?
In the music side, right. So I did, like I said, I did the club promo, so I had a chance to meet a few people, but no, that wasn't it. But then once I got into the promo with the radio station, and then I evolved into starting my own show with them, and just having that chance to sit down and really talk to the artists and get to know them. I like to get to know people. I'm nosy. Like, not so much as your personal, you don't have to tell me your whole life story, but what's your passion?
I
what
think
do you want to know?
Stories are important.
They are. That's your base. But
Like,
but I'm not gonna, press you for it, because a lot of people are like, stay focused on my music. So, I just, based on what I feel, is how I got to know them. And a lot of people support. That was the biggest thing.
See, when people tell me, like, stay focused on my music, I'm like, why? Like, is your personal
See, that's another
not
question.
matching up to your music?
He said that's a whole nother question. It's like, why you want me to stay focused on that?
Like, what is it? Like, you got to,
But no, I enjoy getting to know the artists and everything. And so that was like a big thing and that's what artists really love about my team, is because we get to know you as an artist. We come out and support you. We hang out with you, and as we get to know you as an artist, we get to know you on a personal level. And it's like, y'all really rock with me. As I actually have a reunion show coming up, and a lot of artists, I have an artist come flying from Florida. He's like, no, I have to be a part, because that was one of the ones when people didn't believe in you.
Yeah.
And, Kay and Lola, we going to support. This is what you want to do. We out here supporting. If we're available, we're coming to support you. So support is a major thing in what everybody does, but especially when it comes to your passion. And like, even me, I'm like, I want to see people in the audience that support me, not just the artist people. Hey, y'all, I got this show this weekend. I want to see some faces. That make me feel good, too. Okay, y'all coming to see me, too.
So, do you feel like you had a lot of support from the things that you do, or it's kind of been like a struggle?
Overall, I've had a lot of support because we're genuine. And, like, even if they can't make it, a lot of people, promote and share our flyers. Just, you never know who's going to see the flyer. And just a matter of being in a building is my preferred method, but just seeing the different shares, like, oh, wow, I didn't even know you saw the post. I didn't even know you were following me type thing. So I think the support it's grown even more, because as long as you stay active, people see you and what you're doing, and you keep doing more. It's like, man, she's consistent. That's what everybody said. Like, you just keep doing it. I'm like, why not?
Yeah. Might as well. You got to stay consistent, especially if you want an outcome out of anything.
Exactly.
So, like, how many events, is this like your first event that you're going to put on, or is this like multiple of the Houston trafficking side of it?
The HTOWN Trafficking Tour actually started December 2nd, 2018.
Oh, okay.
And we started,
okay.
So we're going on our 1-year anniversary, actually. But we had a chance to travel within Texas, of course, Louisiana. We did Atlanta, did New York, even did California during BT weekend.
And it's pretty dope. Like,
yeah,
especially
I love
for
it.
creating so how are you creating these platforms? Like, not to know your secrets,
No, but it's all about networking. Everything is about networking. My motto is building, branding, networking. Build a platform, brand yourself, network wherever you go. So everywhere, prior to us going, main thing is connecting with people that are actually in the city. Because nobody knows us. They don't know us from A or B. So when we get there, it's like, okay, so I had to learn that part.
Now, I'm going to say this. It's a whole lot easier for you to connect with somebody than it is for somebody like me to connect with somebody.
Why do you say that?
Only because you're a female. Now,
And people say that all the time.
We know how the industry is. You know it. It's easier for a female to maneuver their way through the industry.
In certain aspects, we do have the advantage. But at times, like, I'm the closer most of the time.
But see, that's why.
So it's like, so you might open a door. Hey, this so and so. Hey, nice to meet you. All right, this Kay, and all right, you can disappear.
Yeah, pretty much. Like,
See, so that's my thing. But some females, they're, hey, let me open the door, let me close the door. So no, I'm a team player as well. So everything that I do, in addition, is within the team. So it's like, all right, like my sister, she's stronger than me, and my partner, TJ, my partner on the tour, they're more like outspoken. Like I still had to come out of my shell.
Yeah,
So
it's hand in hand,
2019, I had to, I've evolved and I've grown as a person, as an events coordinator, as a promoter, as a friend. Like I've grown so much, and I can see it, and everybody's like, "Man, you really have." And I used to just be okay, I'm gonna put this together, and then I'm just gonna sit back. Now I'm just everywhere.
Yeah.
Like you can't tell me no. Well, if you tell me no, it doesn't matter. I'm still gonna go do it.
No matter what. She said, I don't care what.
If I'm on a mission, I'm on a mission. So that's what it is. But the main thing is just, like I said, connecting with someone in that city. If it's a promoter, if it's a DJ, because DJs have power. And then
do they still have power?
They do. I'm a part of a DJ coalition, X Squad DJs, and we're nationwide. So wherever I go, somebody knows somebody.
Like you probably one of the few people recently that has said DJs have power. Because everybody's so social media wise, it's so easy to find out. Like
social media can't do it all. You still have to connect with the people.
Gotcha.
You still have
networking
to connect.
Is a big thing.
You still have to connect with people regardless. No matter what you do, you still need the humans.
Still
you
gonna
still need the
humans.
So that's why being connected with the DJs, because if they're feeling your music, they're gonna work your music in ways that you can't work it. So like a few of my artists, they're like, man, they're the next this, they're the next that. And I may not have seen that in this specific song, but the DJ was like, "Oh, let's put it over here. Let's put it on this playlist. Let's put stuff that I would have never thought about." So you still need the DJs. So you will never not need the DJs.
So what does Houston Trafficking Tour event look like?
The overall is right now we have 8 artists. So the idea is to have our artists go on different platforms in these different cities and do their thing. Whatever their style, everybody has a different style. Nobody's the same. That's the biggest thing. And so everybody does their thing, and then we get artists in the other cities as well. So it's similar to what we do in Houston. So we try to steer away from having 1 million artists when we do an event. Ideally, we have 8, so it might be 6 out of the 8 that might go. So everybody's not going to go everywhere. And so we may get 6 or 7 artists in the other city to come out as well. So everybody connects, networks with the DJs. You're announced, and everybody loves Houston.
So is this like a pure, like just strictly independent artist, or you find other, I guess, more popular artists to tag with them on the showcase?
We bring in artists. Like this year when we went to Mississippi, we had Pap Chanel. I wasn't familiar with Pap.
I'm not familiar
so
with it. Yeah.
I just learned about her, but she's I think she's out of Florida. TJ's probably gonna get me, but I think she's out of Florida. I still don't really know her, but she has a strong movement. So even artists that are building, and they may be signed or they may not be signed, but we try to connect with somebody that can help bring out the crowd, because again, they don't know us. Or maybe they might know one artist, but the idea is to even connect with even the independent artists, like let's say the Chucky Trill of, let's just say, Jackson, Mississippi. So you go out there and you find the artist that has that following that can help bring people out, the one that people are going to pay to see. And you still utilize that source of, utilize their name. So it's still, like I say, still the same concept of what we do here in Houston. You just taking that on the road. And
I would think that it would be bigger than way bigger, because there's so many, especially independent artists. Like everybody always say support, and then you get
everybody says
that's moving and actually doing things like
says.
I don't understand why people ain't taking advantage of more.
And that's one thing. Another thing that I had to get my partners to understand is that don't focus on that. Don't worry about them not paying attention right now, because the ones that matter, they are paying attention. Like my inbox is blowing up. How can I be a part of the tour? I have 3 artists that aren't even from Houston that we just added on the tour. Their manager found me on Facebook, and after talking to me, he's like, he put 1 artist on. And then he's like, okay, I'm going to put 3. And he just called me last night. Like, he wants to add more, because the thing about me, like I said, I don't give in. So whether it be 20 people at the show, whether it be 120 people, whatever it is, we go out, we do our thing, and it's all about what you do with those 20 people. That's 20 potential genuine followers you're going to gain.
So you're thinking like I need.
So that's my biggest thing, and that's why so many people respect what I do and what we do, because we do it because we love what we do. It's our passion, and it's not just, oh man, you make this money. I'm like, it's not about making money. You know, it's coming.
Oh,
you know,
it's
of course, the expenses, we're like, okay, which with the tour, they do have dues. They have monthly dues that they pay. So that helps us along the way as well. So it's just a whole
See, people always
strategy.
think that you need like 10 or 15,000 followers. You really don't. You just need a solid 200, 500 people
that's solid.
That's going to
click.
purchase any and everything out anytime you put you in there.
All about the genuine followers. And that's what it is. Because you'll look, you'll be like, man, like even I look at some artists that have like 2,000 followers, but you go look at their numbers and you go look at their sales and you look at when they have a show, like one artist, I promise he brought about 40, 50 people was when I did an event. And I was just like, and you go look at his numbers, did you just create this page? And no, he's had the page a while, but he does that personal thing, and that's me. I try to do things personal, like I'll be in your DM. Like, hey, this is what we have going on. Okay, I got a new follower. Okay, let me send you this is me. This is what I do. Hey, hit me up. You want to be on the show? And so people, they're like, okay. And then, you know, they hit me back and everything. Like, I don't go chase them, but I'm going to introduce myself.
Yeah, he's just like, I ain't chasing nobody. But I'm going to put it out there for you.
Right. I'm going to put it out there, but I'm not going to chase you. And they'll be like, oh, why so-and-so? Like the I was mentioning the reunion show. That's it's going to be August 24th. And I've been talking about it. The way I did it, ideally, is that I just dropped out there, hey, comment on this post if you've ever done a Soaring High Entertainment event. So whoever commented on the post, mind you, we've been doing these events for a solid 3 years under Soaring High Entertainment. But prior to that, we were doing things as well. But a solid 3 years. And only about 10 people commented. And then a couple of people comment a little late. So everybody that commented, that's who I reached out to perform at the show. So now everybody's, why didn't I know about this? Why didn't I know about that? You weren't paying attention. So I pay attention to my active followers as well. Like, everything matters. And
man, I feel like it's such like a thin line between that, because it's like I ask people all the time, like, you know somebody, everybody knows somebody that's doing a million things, but everybody picks and chooses what they go to and what they don't go to.
That's
but
true.
Everybody loves support. I'm just like, we the most confused group of people I know.
And you're not going to see everything as well, which I know. So that's why I did open up a few additional spots, because originally I was only doing 15. Now I think we have 28 performers, but it's one of those venues that we have all night.
You would think with 28 performers, each person would at least bring 5
See,
people.
there you go. You start thinking.
You would think that.
You start running the numbers. It's like, okay, 28. Me, I don't even give them 5. I give them a solid 3.
After so long, you can't even.
Okay, we get a solid 3 because some of them might come by themselves. But ideally in my mind, 5 is the magic number. But okay, if I got 28 of y'all performing, y'all bring out 3 people apiece. Man, that's one heck of a show.
We're gonna be straight.
So, and I just like, okay, well, you got the ones that come early, and that's why I did a lot of people too. You got the ones that come, because it started from 9 p.m. to 4 a.m. So 9 p.m. you got the ones that are early, the ones that might have some other stuff to do.
Wait a minute. Did you say 9
I have 2
p.m.
DJs
to 4 a.m.?
Yeah, it's 2
That's
DJs.
A long show.
But look, that's why it's split up the way it is. We have 2 DJs. There's going to be a tattoo artist. There's like different things to do, and everybody's encouraged to bring out their promotional gear. But some people, it's a Saturday, so some people might have somewhere they need to be before, so they're not going to get there till after midnight. So you have the early birds and you have the late birds. So it's accommodating everybody. And the way I have the schedule, I wrote out the schedule the other night. I had to make sure it made sense too. So yeah, I wrote the schedule out, and I'm like, okay, we're good. I got the R&B. They'll be before midnight, and then 1 o'clock we switch DJs, and then I have the late birds.
Cause I'm just.
It's gonna be interesting. I'm gonna take a nap in between.
Performances, that's a lot.
I'm gonna take a nap. They already know Kay. They'll be like, "Where Kay? Oh, she in the back. Just give me a hot 20. Just give me a hot 20 minutes." All right, I'm up.
So does every show, do you try to have at least 28 artists?
No.
Do they?
That's only this show,
like,
and the time frame for this specific show. Normally, I do about 12 to 15 artists, 8-minute sets. For this show, for this 26, well, I'd already in my mind said it was only going to be 6-minute sets. So you have a 6-minute set, so that 2 minutes make a difference. So you got the 6-minute sets for 28 artists, and some of them might decide not to perform. No, it's okay. But so we have those, and then we have the time for the DJ. So the way I have it structured is going to be 6 artists per hour. Then a DJ is going to have like a 20-minute, so that leaves a 20-minute time to play, 15 minutes time to play or so. And so that leaves time for error. So the DJ might not be taking a 15-minute break. It might be a 10-minute break. So I just structured it that way so that everybody is accommodated. And I have all of my tour artists except for one. All of my local tour art, all of our local tour artists will be performing except for one because he'll be in Florida. And Arkansas crew, I'm not sure if they're going to make it or not, but if they come through, hey, I'll throw them in the mix too.
And this event is going to be here, correct?
Yeah, it's here. I was at the barn on the 24th, Saturday, August 24th, 9 p.m. until 4 a.m. And I say, we're going to have us a whole lock-in.
I was just going to say, y'all have to have a good time at that. Now, if it's only 28 people that show,
no.
Y'all better have at least 150 people in that.
No.
Minimum.
And then that's what the bodies are going to rotate as well. Because like I said, you have the early birds.
But you said you got tattoo artists and other stuff, so it'll be
it's stuff for people to do.
For you to do. So that actually might work.
Yeah.
With the little tattoo
I have hope in it.
artist
So this is our first time doing a reunion, the reunion type. We do shows monthly. Well, actually, I do every Thursday, like tonight. I'll be at, there's a lounge, I'm at Fire and Flare Lounge, and we do ladies' night where we have 3 to 4 performers. So anybody want to perform, hit me up. I schedule 2 weeks out so that, we stay ahead of the game, but it's no cost. You just show up. Well, tell me in advance first. Yeah. But that's just something, another platform for artists, kind of like an open mic. And the people that come over there, they look forward to that 10 o'clock hour.
Yeah.
We've had a dancer come in, he danced to R&B music. Tonight I have a dancer on the lineup too. I have R&B artists, hip hop. So, the versatility, I just love music in general. So it doesn't matter what you do, country, pop, rock, everybody's welcome. But yeah.
So, through the events that you have thrown, do you feel like you have better out-of-town events or events at home?
It's hit and miss because, I know whenever I go to New York, I'm good because I have a solid relationship with the whole agency out there. So, hey, I want to do a show out here. I just make a phone call, send a Facebook message. Yo, I want to do this. All right, Kay, we got you. What day you want to do it? Bam. Atlanta, you have a good one, you have a bad one, you have one that, I never do again. So it's just kind of, it's hit and miss, and a matter of how the promo goes. And with working with these promoters you've never worked with before, it's And even so, here at home, we had a great event last Friday, but the one before that, it wasn't so great. It was pretty much just us hanging out. Yeah. So, the events, they're just hit and miss.
So when you do out-of-town events, are artists booked to go on these tours with you? Are there room and stuff booked, or they have to book most of that themselves?
They're responsible for travel, but what we do is normally get an Airbnb. No. So it's okay, well, this is how much it is, and then we just break down the cost. So everything is independent.
And really, actually, everybody could be living real nice if everybody just pitch in and just be straight.
We stay in some nice houses.
Yeah. That's not bad.
We stay in some nice, the one I'm looking at for New York. Oh, it's really nice. I'm all right, y'all, I need y'all to lock in who's going and who needs lodging. I can lock the house in. It's a lot of different places to stay, and the areas are nice, and sometimes that's hit and miss too. Cause I stayed in an apartment one time. Ooh, I was oh, okay. Now our apartment was nice, but the one next door, okay.
So, just not to cut you off. Do you have any other events that you have going on besides the Houston Trafficking Tour?
That's our baby pretty much. And like I said, every Thursday night I'm at Fire and Flare, and then also every Sunday we're starting brunch this Sunday. So y'all come out.
Brunch sounds nice.
Brunch, yeah, it's gonna be from noon to 4 p.m. at Fire and Flare. We got the whole chicken and waffles. Got a little custom touch to it. We have the shrimp and grits, and then wings and fries for some people who don't want the whole breakfast shenanigans. But
of course, they got it.
And then we're going to be watching, the games once the season starts. So everything is planned accordingly.
That's good.
So those are my primary 3 things that I do. And then, of course, I do a monthly event at the barn, which is the showcase with the artists. Next month, they have a chance to win a whole video shoot, photo shoot, studio time.
Oh, that's good. At least they get to win some stuff.
Yeah. So I try to make it worth their time, worth their money. So when they pay for their fees, pay their slot fees, okay, get something out of it. That's the goal. I don't want them to just feel I hate that feeling that, man, I'm just throwing away my money. And I've been to a lot of events where I'm why do you keep coming back to this event? You're not getting anything out of it.
That's a lot of events that happen that.
It's a whole lot.
Nothing.
And that's what made so many artists' minds. They're well, what makes you different? Oh, a lot of stuff makes us different because we actually care about the artist and we want to help you grow. So as long as you ask questions, or if we see somewhere you need help, we're going to offer it. But you ask questions, we find answers.
Man, that's all that need. Well, before we get up out of here, tell us how artists can get in contact with you, get on the tour, and leave all your social media information, all that. Because we want to make sure people can get involved and know what's going on with you.
All right, so the best way is Instagram at Lady Nate, LadyNate, or at HTOWN Trafficking Tour. Everything's spelled correctly. HTOWN Trafficking Tour. We do have our page, and the YouTube channel is slowly growing, which is actually where I'll be airing my podcast that starts live with Just K. So if you're looking to expand on that part as well, visuals, sit-down interviews, things like that, that's what I'll be doing just in your own elements. So looking forward to starting that. That's actually next week. Y'all get to see my first 2 episodes. And it's going to be every Wednesday, 10 a.m. and 10 p.m. If you are interested in joining the tour, the best thing is just reach out and we'll get to know you, let you know everything that it entails, and see if it's something that you can commit to, because commitment is everything. And it is an independent project. So don't think that we're paying for everything. We do this together. So shout out to my partners.
You need to say that again. You need to say it one more time, because people be tripping when it comes to their money.
They do. They're like, well, I didn't know. No. That's on the first line of the agreement. Member. But no, again, it is an independent project. So we as the tour leaders are not responsible, but we do provide opportunities for you to make money. But definitely shout out to everybody involved in the tour. Shout out to my partners, Lola and TJ, because they definitely do their things, and everything involves a team, and what better way, a team of strong women.
You're kicking it with G on your favorite station.
The perfect station.
92 KELZ, the only station with new music, new artists, new sound.